morning everyone, my name is Joseph Getz and this is Getz Wild. Today we're going to be climbing Mount Moosilauke. Mount Moosilauke is the 10th highest mountain here in New Hampshire. It has an elevation of 4,802 feet. Along for the ride today is my Belgian Shepherd Dexter and also my beautiful wife Lauren.
Hey guys.
What does your shirt say?
I want all of the dogs.
So today we're going to be doing a loop. We're going to be going up the Gorge Brook Trail. It's about 3.7 miles all the way to the summit. From there we'll travel along the AT about a mile down to the Carriage Road Trail, and the Carriage Road Trail will take us to the Snapper Trail, and that'll take us all the way back down to the base. So the loop that we're going to be doing today is moderate. It's a fairly gradual hike all the way to the top. For such a big tall mountain, the trail really is pretty gradual.
Good boy.
So let's get going, guys.
How long have we been hiking?
We've been hiking for officially we've been hiking about 5 minutes.
Okay, well, I already need a snack.
So Lauren is susceptible to bug bites, so she's got leggings on this morning. She sprayed DEET all over her leggings and around her ankles. And yet she still said she's getting bites.
I have sweet blood, made of sugar and sweetener.
So at the base of the mountain is the Moosilauke Ravine Lodge, and it is owned and operated by the Dartmouth Outing Club. Dartmouth College in Hanover, New Hampshire, not far away from here. They own about 4,500 acres of Mount Moosilauke. So about 1/3 of the mountain at 2,000 feet of elevation and above, they own and they maintain the trails. And as a result, they are doing some construction on the Ravine Lodge at the base. So if you guys are planning on hiking Mount Moosilauke anytime in 2017, just be aware that the lodges are closed. You have to go around them. There's lots of construction vehicles. If you come here for hiking, you're gonna actually have to park about a mile away, and you're gonna have to hike up the trail about a mile just to get to the main trailhead. All right, so we've gone about 0.6 miles and we've reached the junction of the Snapper Trail and the Gorge Brook Trail. So we're gonna take the Gorge Brook Trail all the way up to the summit. We'll go across the summit, come down the Carriage Road, and then the Carriage Road will connect to the Snapper. So we're actually going to end up back at this intersection later on today. But this is a big bright orange sign, you can't miss it. Going to take a right-hand turn and head up to the summit.
About to leave, already packing, come with me. I'm not really asking, we'll get away to a place where we don't know.
As we're walking through the woods right now, the sun is peeking through. It's maybe burning off some of the morning haze, and if it does hold out and it's nice like this once we get to the top, I think we're going to be rewarded with some really, really nice views.
Take my hand, we'll make it somehow. We can't miss out.
That's a little cold there, huh, Dex? He wants to lay down in the water, but it's freezing cold. He lays down, then he realizes that's freaking cold. The trail has been, up to this point, kind of going right up the middle of the ravine, kind of along this ridge line with the brooks to the left and right side. Really beautiful trail, very gradual. At some point when it gets really steep, there are some switchbacks, a couple limited viewing points along the way up to the top. But all in all, it's just a beautiful trail.
Back, eyes on the freeway, Bonnie and Clyde, a classic cliche.
What do you think, guys?
Time for another snack.
Snack time.
Take my hand, we'll make it somehow. We can't miss out. I'm done living life with the lights out. Done with my own doubts.
So we're gonna make sure to get Dexter all the water he needs, and we have plenty that we're carrying with us for the rest of the hike, so shouldn't be a problem. But this is actually the turn where the trail gets a little bit steeper, and it's the final approach to the summit. As we make our way up the Gorge Brook Trail, there are several of these viewing points that allow you to get a little glimpse of the mountains, which we're going to see much more clearly once we get to the top. Yeah, I mean, this trail doesn't really get much steeper than this. Maybe a little bit. Just lots of rocks. The way that Mount Moosilauke got its name, Moosilauke is derived from Abenaki Indian words, moosi and auke, which when combined mean bald place. And that's because the summit of Moosilauke is about 100 acres of alpine tundra. It's all above tree line. As I mentioned earlier, beautiful vistas. Philip Kerrigan's map of New Hampshire in 1816 first referred to Moosilauke as Moosilauke. And then in 1852, C.E. Potter wrote an article on the White Mountains of New Hampshire, and it was he who first referred to the mountain as its current day spelling, Moosilauke. And to this day, there's still a lot of debate whether it's pronounced Moosilauke or Moosilauke. I prefer to say Moosilauke. I just think it's a lot more fun. We're just about 300 vertical feet away from the summit, getting pretty close. When you look around us, there's all these short, scrubby looking trees. Obviously at the higher elevations, the wind is much more frequent and fast. Makes it difficult for the trees to get very tall. So from this vantage point, you can actually see the Moosilauke Ravine Lodge all the way down there. That's where we started, and there's the road that we came in on. When you get above tree line, as Lauren is presenting to you, this is a cairn. Basically, that's just a rock pile, and it helps to mark the path for you when there is no actual trail to distinguish. All right, so as you can probably tell, it's already pretty windy, so we're gonna stop just short of the summit. We're gonna sit here, get some food. We're going to enjoy the views from here. When it gets really windy, especially at these elevations, it gets pretty cold pretty quickly. So I think we're in a good spot here.
We actually packed
Oh,
cheese
that's right, I
and
forgot.
pepperoni. I shoved it in between 2 ice packs, and it's nice and cold.
Cheese and pepperoni. Gotta do it right.
We got some Dexter's treats from Trader Joe's.
So if you guys watched last week's video, Dexter and I hiked the Kinsmans, and if you haven't seen that video yet, I'll put the link down below so you can go check it out. But what I was telling you guys in that video was that I actually work for a local craft brewery by the name of Great North Ale Works. We're located in Manchester, New Hampshire. Every time that Dexter and I do these hikes, we bring a beer with us. Today I have with us Moose Juice IPA. The Moose Juice IPA is an IPA that we brewed for a local restaurant chain called the Thirsty Moose. And this is essentially their house IPA. It's only 6.2% ABV, so it's a very easy drinking IPA. It's had lots of tropical fruity juiciness, and it's just delicious. Leave it. Dexter likes beer, and he'll try and drink it if we let him. So if you guys are ever in New Hampshire, check this out, Moose Juice IPA. Cheers. The summit is right over there. We've nearly made it. There's the summit, dead ahead. After 3 straight days of hiking, we have finally found the summit. We had to bushwhack our way through the Pemigewassa wilderness. Dexter's found a friend. We made it to the summit of Moosilauke, and it is beautiful up here. The views are amazing. Some people say that these are the nicest views in the White Mountains. I've seen a lot of nice viewpoints, and this is definitely one of the best. There's the summit sign right behind me there. The AT comes up the Glen Cliff Trail just down this way, and then it continues down the Beaver Brook Trail over that way. The town of Lincoln is down that way, down yonder. Looks like we got a big group coming in too. We just summited, now we're heading down to the Ravine Lodge where we started via the Carriage Road Trail and the Snapper Trail. We're gonna walk along the ridge there and then head down the Carriage Trail. We've reached the intersection of the Carriage Road and the intersection of the Glen Cliff Trail, which is part of the AT, the west approach up to Moosilauke. What I think we're gonna do is do this little spur trail to the South Peak. Probably worth checking out. We'll let you guys know. If you guys are doing the loop trail and you're going down the Carriage Road on the way back from the summit of Mount Moosilauke, it's definitely worth doing the 1/10 mile over to the South Peak. Pretty spectacular, and if you look where we just came from, up there is the summit of Moosilauke, and you can even see the trail that we just walked down, and really didn't take us that long. It was about a mile from the summit of Moosilauke to over here. DJI Mavic Pro. We're walking down the Carriage Road. Back in the 1800s, there was a hotel that was constructed on the summit. While we're at the top, I got a shot of the foundation that's still there. Down there is the foundation of the hotel that used to be here back in the 1800s. Do you see it?
Yeah. It's little. It's kind of like a little inn.
And they had horse-drawn carriages that they would take up this road. As a hiking trail, it's really gradual, but it's definitely not an easy road, I would imagine, for a horse-drawn carriage. It looks like we just made it to the Snapper Trail Junction. Do your Snapper Trail Junction dance. All right, so we made it to the Snapper Trail right here, and we're gonna take that back down to the Moosilauke Ravine.
Miles.
Oh my goodness. All right, so we got another almost 2 miles.
I'm literally going to die.
Lauren might die. I'm gonna do my best to get her out of here alive, but she's feeling a little tired, a little loopy. Well, we made it back to the junction where we first turned off to the Gorge Brook Trail to go up to the summit. Lauren is making her way down. I got her backpack. I think we're all pretty exhausted. We're almost out of the woods. Not yet out of the woods, as they say. Poor Dexter has something stuck in his ear, like a bug or something. A tired yet triumphant Lauren. I just want all the dogs.
We are the champions. Don't play that. Like a dab. I don't know if I did it right though. I don't even really know what that means, so.
Yeah. No, I don't know.
Oh.
How are your feet doing, honey?
They hurt so bad. I thought I lost a toenail, but everything's fine.
How was the hike?
It was good.
Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and tune in next week for another great beer, an awesome mountain, and an opportunity that gets wild.